Hey, Guitar Dudes and Dudettes, welcome back to part two of the refurbish of the 1987 Charvel. Wiped it down a little bit, haven't got into any heavy cleaning yet. Want to go ahead and take all the hardware off first, and then we're going to clean it up really good. First of all, let's take a look at this bridge. As you can see, it's marked Jackson. This is the correct Jackson JT6 bridge, if you can see that. Interesting, it has the bolts that go through the micro tuners that lock the strings in. This is a official Floyd Rose licensed bridge to Jackson, and a lot of the 80s, mid 80s Charvels came with this bridge if you went with the floated bridge option on them. So also went ahead and took out the screws for the pickup because I wanted to get a look at this pickup, and what we discovered is it is the correct pickup. It is the J90C Jackson pickup, if you can see that, which is a really hot pickup. I did notice that the green wire was broke off the potentiometer, so that may have been part of the problem that you were getting. I don't know if it was loose and it broke off all the way here in shipping wheel or not, but yeah, you had a broken wire there. It wasn't even attached all the way, so that may have been part of the problem. There's also this interesting extra ground wire that goes from inside the cavity and bolts to inside the cavity on the other side. I'll show you that. I took this off. I was hoping to see some kind of branding or something on here, but I don't. So still a mystery. Maybe somebody will know what this is by taking a closer look at it and can tell us down in the comment section down below. So if you know what it is, let me know down below. So next thing, I've already got that loose. If you'll notice, I keep all my little parts in a bowl so they don't get lost. And I'll put all these pieces in here along with the bridge, and so then everything has its place. I know where it's at. I'm going to go ahead and take the pot all the rest of the way out. I don't think I'm going to take the tuners off. I'm just going to make sure that everything's tightened up there. Yeah, so extra ground wire in here. So I've got a ground wire going to the claw, and then I've also got another ground wire that runs in, goes to the pot, and then one that's attached to inside the cavity that with a screw. So I don't know what that's all about, but anyway, all that's going to get ditched anyhow. Maybe they were trying to fix a buzz or some kind of other issue they were getting. But I'm going to go ahead and take all the rest of the hardware off. We're going to get the jack out. We're going to take the buttons off, and then we're going to give it a really thorough cleaning, both the body and the neck, and especially the rosewood board and the frets. They're kind of old and grimy. So we're going to clean all that up, and after we get all that done, we'll come back and show you what it's all about. Alright, it's time to start cleaning up the body a little bit. So I'm going to start off with this product from Stu Mac. This is their swirl remover compound, and I've already started working on a little bit, but you just put it on like car wax, put a little bit on a soft applicator or spreader or towel or whatever you want to use. I've already kind of hit it one time lightly just to get some of the gunk off. And you'll see it kind of dries up to a haze there, and then you just take like a micro cloth, soft cloth, go back over and get the top layer of residue off, like so, and then we'll flip over to a clean side, and then go back over and really get it good. So we'll do this front and back. Wow, just got done with the swirl mover. I don't know if you can see all that grit and grime we got off with that. So did a fantastic job, really cleaned it up. I don't know how well that's going to show in the video, but now I'm going to move on to step two, their Carnauba wax Mother's Gold. So anyway, I'm going to hit the body with this one time, use the clean side. We'll use a fresh dry cloth to clean it off, then we'll move on to cleaning up the neck. Ooh, daddy. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell how shiny that came out because my lighting's really bright, so you can see what I'm doing over here. And by the way, I'm set up in my front room instead of the garage like I'd normally be in my little workshop because it's too hot and picking hot in the garage. Yeah, we polished up the headstock too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Talk about your fast neck. She's ready to rock out. So now we got to move on to cleaning out the fretboard. It's literally got some grime on it. So I'm gonna clean it up with some vinegar on a damp towel just to get the first layer of grime off. Distilled white vinegar. Much better. Whoever owned this guitar, or the last owner, the person that had it and played it the most, played a lot of the cowboy chord area. This is where it's the dirtiest, and also where I can see there's the most fret wear. I don't want to bear down too hard on this neck without supporting it. A little better, but yeah. Okay, so my towel's pretty much coming off clean now, as you can see. So I think that's a good starting point. We'll go ahead and the way I do it is I tape them off. I've got the tool to put over the top, but I like to just take my time. It takes a little bit longer. It's a long process to do them all the way I do it, but I'll come back and show you how I polish the frets. Alright, I've got the fretboard all cleaned up. I hope you can see through the zoomed in camera there what a really beautiful piece of rosewood's on this guitar, which I got some of the icky grime that was on there, decade worth of grime. It looked like really a nice piece of wood there. So looks really dry right now, which it is. We'll condition that after we get done polishing the frets, since I'm putting tape on here. But anyway, I'll go ahead and show you how I polish the frets. Obviously I've already got started here. I'm not going to show you all of them, just show you how I do it. So I think you can probably maybe see a big difference there already, because these are pretty tarnished. So I like this method, although I've got the little tools that you can just put over the top, the metal strip, but because of what I'm using to polish them off with, I like the tape, because I don't really want to get any of this polishing compound on the fretboard. I don't think it would hurt it if I did. But anyway, what I use is this stuff called Moss metal polish. It's MAAS. I've had this tube for probably a decade. It's really a fine metal polish for like jewelry, silver, gold, platinum, whatever. So obviously it's it's not going to hurt these nickel frets. So I just get a little bit on my Q-tip, and I just go ahead and get a little bit on there, kind of paint some on. Doesn't really have to sit very long or anything. Just put it on there, and then I break out trusty Dremel tool, and I've got the cotton wheel on there, obviously, and you can see about the tarnish. This was brand new when I started, so you can see how it works. But I don't go all the way up. About 6 on the Dremel tool. We're not trying to heat anything up or anything. We're just letting the wheel do the work. Not really pressing down. I go ahead and hit the edge, like so. Like I said, we're not pressing down really very hard or anything. We're just letting the polishing compound and the wheel do the work. And go ahead and take my tape off of there. Hit it with the micro towel. And hopefully you'll be able to see. I'll take a close-up picture so that you can see it before and after. But yeah, look at that. Took all the oxidation off, and they come out like, woo, really smooth now. There's some dents in the frets, but I'm not set up to file those down and crown and do all that stuff. We're not doing that today. We're just cleaning everything up, and then we'll recondition the board. I'm going to take it outside and get some good pictures in the sunlight so you can see how shiny the body came out too. So we'll end this video up with that, and then come back for the third one. We're going to put it all back together and get it back to Will. I'm sure he's anxious to get his cool Charvel back. Thanks for watching. Rock on.